Hello rhetoricians, this is my second video for you on week 9 and what's going on. If you've noticed in the last 2 weeks, if you've been following the blog, there's quite a bit that I've been posting. I've posted on composition and layout from last week. I posted something about drafting proposals, which we worked on this week. There is analyzing posters and a discussion of what we came up with in class. I even included some additional examples. There was Time magazine examples and magazine covers for Steve Jobs, and I tried to show some different ways in which we might compare some different texts, as you can see. Also, I have posted our notes from last class about the multimodal analysis textbook, that start to finish. This was the activity we did in class together to kind of talk about the key quotes that came out of each chapter, so that we could kind of go back and go, all right, what really mattered here as you guys are all putting your assignments together. I also I'm putting some stuff about applying theories in essays. For example, a question was asked about when things are put in the center, and I mentioned that I discussed this as well in one of my papers. So I posted, you could see the article, but I did put in a paragraph where I'm engaging in a discussion of the theory. But what you will notice here is that this is not so much about an analysis of imagery, but it's really it's an analysis of the theory itself. So some of you may be at a point where you're doing this, where you're starting to kind of have a discussion with the issues that were raised in our text, and maybe you don't necessarily agree with all of what's said, or you want to expand upon it. And this is what it would look like. Oh, I'm missing a period. Crazy. So this was my particular example. I will put more examples of multimodal analysis papers throughout the week, especially since we're not going to be meeting. God, my phone is buzzy, isn't it? This is just some humor for you. Paper topics, as we discussed in class during our abstract kind of review. Mostly we just took notes on kind of where the papers were going, what people are looking at. So if you wanted to kind of remember what's going on, here's some of the examples that people were working on. And then, let's see, older posts. So I can either go this way for older posts, or I can also look down to kind of recent posts here. Let's go to older posts and see what shows up. Oh yeah, so you can see some of the Time magazine covers. These give you an example of talking about how different composition and layout might have been used in all these Time magazine covers with Steve Jobs. Some of you might be more interested in how icons were used, possibly, or social actors. But for those of you who are like comparing magazines and books, you might find that to be a good example. Time magazine did People of the Year, as you've probably known over the years, and you can see how they've done it. It's kind of an interesting example of social actors in relation to layout and composition. Okay, so what else do I want to say about this? I did mention that I'm going to be posting example articles or sample articles that I've been finding through different online journals. This was I believe this might have been a New York Times article, but you can start seeing some examples here. This one's about grade inflation. Some of these posts are also more related to my other course, Cognition and Living in the Digital Age. New Media and Society, though, Analyzing Identity and Place in American Community. This sounds like something that Aaron might be interested in. Communication in Gaming, maybe Abby would be interested in that. There's one about social distance. I wrote it's up Mo and Nick's alley. You should be able to just kind of click on things that are on the links, and as you can see, I'll show you where it sends you. Let's see where it sends you. And how are we doing on time here? Okay, 4 minutes. So this sends you to the SAGE website, so you can kind of see an abstract of the article. Because I was logged in, it's going to show me the full article. For many of you, it will take you to the journal's homepage, and you'll still probably have to go in through the UWT campus login, so if you want to get access to the full article. As a side note, Visual Communication is a fabulous journal for what we're doing. You could just do a quick search through the journal. You can see what's in each issue. You can go back and look at other issues. You can do a search within the journal for concepts that you might be interested in. Visual art and social structure. I know that Alyssa's looking at art. So here's some ideas for you, okay? You can also just follow my Twitter account if you want. If you have a Twitter account, then you'll get the updates when I put them in. But you're welcome as well to just kind of follow the links down here and see what's going on, okay? Let's see. What else is I going to show you? I'm going to stop right here because this is really about the blog, and I'm going to put one up next about the Student Showcase.